Creation for Cures friends, I'm Eileen and I am a volunteer with Creations for Cures. And I'm here with you in the month of July for us to do our art project. This is a very fun project. It's actually making zoo animals. So if you're like me, I used to take my son when he was little to the zoo, and we used to love to look at all the animals, and we had some of our favorites. So when we would go to the zoo, we would see zebras. And he loved to go to the bat cave and see the bats. One of my favorites was the giraffes. So we're going to make a zoo animal. So you can build your own zoo. Whether you get to go to the zoo this summer or not, you can create your own zoo. And I think that that's great. Let's go over some of the supplies. So you're going to need some construction paper. I think I'm going to make a tiger. So I have orange and black and white. But you can use any color depending on what kind of zoo and what kind of animal you're going to build. So you want to make sure you have construction paper. You want to make sure that you have some scissors because we're going to do some cutting. We're going to be very careful with those scissors. We have some glue so that we can glue some of the pieces together. And then of course I have some paint, I have some crayons, and of course I have my markers. So let's get started and decide what we're going to make. Like I said, I think I'm going to make myself a tiger. So I have my orange paper. First, I'm going to cut out his head. I'm going to give him a pretty big head, I think. So this is a fun project because, like I said, we used to love to go to the zoo and see all the animals. My son had his favorites and I had my favorites. And like I said, he used to love to go and look at the bats. Let me cut out some ears. So I'm going to cut out some ears. I'm going to use the same paper. I'm going to fold it in half so I can just kind of cut out these ears. I can cut out 2 ears at the same time. I think I'm going to give them pretty big ears. I think that's nice. There's my ears for my tiger. Put those right there. So I'm going to put this over here. I also think I want to cut them out some stripes. I got a picture that I kind of liked for the little tiger. Yep. So again, here's my head. I'm going to take this black paper. I'm going to cut out some stripes. I'm just going to kind of cut out some little triangles that I'm going to use for his stripes. I'm going to give him a few stripes. So I'm going to cut out a couple triangles here. So do you like to go to the zoo? So when you go to the zoo, what's your favorite animal to see? Like I said, my son used to love to go and look. We'd go to the bat cave and we'd see all the bats. We always loved to see, like I said, I loved seeing the giraffes. I always thought that was so fun to see them. I used to like to see the zebras too, crocodiles, all of them. So that's what I mean. I'm going to kind of stockpile my zoo, all of my favorite animals. Let's see, I think that's enough, I think, stripes. And now you can, of course, make any kind of animals you want. If you could be an animal, do you know which one you'd want to be? It's a really tough question. I don't know what kind of animal I would want to be. Maybe a big gorilla. Mostly because I kind of like bananas, but who knows if gorillas really eat bananas, but I'm going to pretend they do. So I have plenty of stripes. Let's see, do I want to do anything else? I have his ears already. I have some stripes. I think I'm going to give him a little bit at the bottom. I'm going to give him a little bit of a little white, just a little white at the bottom. So I'm going to cut out a little white. Kind of like he's got a little fur at the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to start building my tiger. Let's put my scraps over here. Maybe I'll put his little white part on first. Yep, I like that. So let me get my glue. And if you had your own zoo, what would you have in it? And I think this is where your imagination can run wild, right? Because you could have a zoo, but you could have anything you want in it. So would you just have well, your favorite animals? Would you have a zoo that had, ooh, would you have a zoo that maybe had like mythological animals? Like you could have a zoo that had like unicorns in it. And what else? You could have, ooh, a dragon. Or you could have, ooh, a jackalope. Do you know what a jackalope is? It's part antelope and part rabbit. So you really could have anything. I think I'm going to cut out a little nose here. So really, your zoo can have anything in it. It's really just up to your imagination. So I'm going to put his little nose there. So more glue. I also have some googly eyes. You could use googly eyes. You could use, if you have some pipe cleaners, you could use some pipe cleaners. Again, it's really up to whatever your imagination, whatever you want to do with your imagination. Okay, so I'm going to put, I think, some stripes up top. Give him some stripes up top. I kind of like that idea. And then some stripes on the side. And I'm going to, as soon as I'm done gluing, I'll hold it up so you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, boy. Or you could have, I don't know, you can make, you don't necessarily have to make zoo animals. I think he's really coming together. You don't have to make zoo animals. Maybe you have animals that live around your house. You could always make those animals. Depending on where you live, maybe you see a lot of deer or you see a lot of rabbits. We have a ton of rabbits around us, so we see a lot of rabbits. I love seeing the rabbits. They're kind of my favorite. Let's see. I don't have any deer near me, but that'd be kind of cool. I'm sure there are people out there that have really cool deer in their area. This one's a little big. Let's cut this one down a little. This one's a little smaller. And then this one, I think I'm going to cut that one down a little bit. Oh yeah, he's really starting to come together. Really starting to look like a little tiger, isn't he? Okay, let me see what my picture looks like. But yeah, I mean, anything you want to make. Oh, so now this is where I think I'm going to use my crayons. Oh wait, let me give him some googly eyes first. Let's do that, because that'll be fun. Yep, okay. So you can draw some eyes on, or you can use some googly eyes. Either way, again, it's really up to your imagination, but I'm a big fan of googly eyes, so I have a big container of them. I always use googly eyes whenever I can. Now I'm going to use my crayons, and I'm going to just give him a cute little mouth. Let's see. Is this brown? Let me see my crayons. Yep, here's brown. I'm going to kind of just give him a cute little mouth. Like a little smile. I don't know if tigers really smile, but I'm going to do that. I think oh, and then let me glue my ears on. Let's get those ears on. Do I want them that big? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I'm going to turn him. Here he is. He's just missing his ears. So I'm going to put some ears on there. Did you know that a lion has the loudest roar of all the animals? It's so loud, you can actually hear it from 5 miles away. That's very loud. Oh my gosh, he's really starting on. Oh, he's perfect. There he is. There's my little tiger. Tony the tiger, maybe. But listen, you're not limited to just making zoo animals, but here's who's going to be in my zoo. So I'm going to have a giraffe. I'm going to have a tiger. I'm going to have my bat. I'm going to have my zebra. So here's all the people who are going to be in my zoo. But you know what else I made? I made one. This one is of my dog Pongo. So you can make them of your pets too. He looks a little bit like a fox, but this is my dog Pongo, so you could make your own. If you have pets, you can make your pets. You could do dogs and your cats. You could do, like I said, all the mythical animals. You could have a unicorn in your zoo. You could have a dragon in your zoo, or you could have any animals in there. You could have animals maybe like I would have loved in the zoo that we used to go to see a koala bear. So maybe I'll make a koala and I'll add that to my zoo. But how fun is that you're creating your own zoo and you're taking care of your own animals? So have fun, be as creative as possible. Make sure you sign your artwork, and you can see all of our videos on our YouTube channel at creationsforcures.com. We have a YouTube channel. You can see all the arts, all the crafts that we do. We'll be back again in August making a fun new craft. So have fun this summer, and I'll see you again in August. Thanks.